What you talking about now, Cine? I don't know, but you're gonna get some nuggets out of it though. But first, make sure you subscribe to the channel and turn that bell on. There's a new video series dropping every Friday at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time with the random jam session whenever I'm in my bag. You do not want to miss out. Also, be sure to check out my books, man. The link's in the description below, right along with my vegan class if you're trying to go plant-based and stay plant-based. I'm telling you, it works. Oh, and lastly, be sure to follow me on Instagram at _just_scene_. The nuggets I don't put over here, I put over there, so you can always get me when you need me. But you ain't really coming for all of that. Peace, love, knowledge, and freedom. I'm out. Men serve God, dogs. Men serve God, dogs serve men, and you know what I mean? Man's best friend is a dog, but you see, there's little shit like that, you know. But until you're able to understand and say, okay, I'm gonna break these barriers and I'm gonna start to learn myself, this is where the dynamic happens. But as far as spirituality, it ain't all gotta be dark. Like, you know what I'm saying? It ain't all have to be limited to religion and spirituality when you come into self-mastery, because another point of self-mastery is learning what your gift is. Understanding what your gift is. People do not know what their gift is as they're exhibited every day. The reason why it's hard to understand what your gift is because it's natural to you. It's second nature. You feel what I'm saying? It's not difficult. It's not something that you have to fight to achieve. It's yours. That's your gift. So a lot of times the question is, how do I get to my gift? How do I know what my gift is? There's a gift is like, okay, every human has at least one. You're born with at least one, but depending on how many times you may have incarnated into this world, you can be born into this world with more than one. But everybody has at least one. And here's how you discover your gift. There's 3 points, right? As I said, when you start to tap into the spirituality side, not religion, spirituality, not the same. But when you start to tap into the spirituality side, the numbers and the amount of things that you actually really need to fuck with are slim. It's either 1, 2, or 3. Some kind of breakdown into that. You feel what I'm saying? Either you're gonna have 1, which is the singular source, the dual nature from 2, and then the 3, of course, is the way for triunes and how cyclics, you know, start and end and things like that. So to understand your gift and how to backtrack up to your gift, you have to start from your skills. So there's 3 points. You have the gift, the talent, and the skill. You feel what I'm saying? You have the gift, the talent, and the skill. The skill is how you lead back to your gift, right? So your skill is the shit that you're naturally good at. So people be thinking that that's their gift. You feel what I'm saying? But that's just getting you back to what your gift is supposed to be. So your skill is what you're naturally good at. The shit that just like, when you do it, it's just like, it's divine. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's like, yo, you can't be touched at it. Can't nobody fuck with you in it. Period. Right? So from your skill, you break down how that skill operates. So then you go to that next level, which is, you know that your skill then evolves into talent. You feel what I'm saying? Your skill is an extension of a talent. You feel what I'm saying? And once you understand that talent, so you can have multiple skills that ultimately derive you back to a singular talent. You know what I'm saying? Once I finish breaking everything down, I'll give myself an example so you can see what I'm talking about. So your skill ultimately breaks down to what your talent is. You feel what I'm saying? And then from your talent, when you figure, because you can have multiple talents. You can have multi-talented. You can have multiple talents, but your skills are what's going to help you find out what your talent is. And then from your talent, that's when you identify what your gift is. Right? I reveal one of my gifts, because one of them, I don't want to open my mouth too much about that shit, but my one of my gifts, I have the gift of oration or communication. I'll use that. I'll say communication because we're in more modern times. Orators are back in the day, but I have the gift of communication. Right? That's my gift. That's my gift. Right? The talents in which I'm able to express my gift of communication are vocal communication, the way I can speak, the way I, you know what I'm saying, the way I talk, and writing. You feel what I'm saying? Writing and just delivering a message as a whole. I have that's my talent. You feel what I'm saying? My talent is writing. You know what I mean? My talent is writing. That's one of the talents that are derived from my communication and my ability to speak. You feel what I'm saying? These things go hand in hand. And the skills that I had to break down to understand them was, you know, when I was young, is like I'm naturally a poet. But you know, I started rapping with my homies and shit like that. But my lyricism with a pen it's nice. I'm nice with the shit. You feel what I'm saying? I can put words together real good because I have that ability to communicate, and I can put together words that a lot of people, you know, probably wouldn't have put together, or and it's like my vocabulary, all that shit. But that's how it happens. So my skill was discovered when I was like 12. You know what I mean? My sister had we had some instrumental or something. I was just freestyling on it. It was just like, yo, how are you doing that? I don't know. You feel what I'm saying? And it was like, but at that point, that's when I started to take it serious, started paying attention to it. So it was like, I started writing that. You know what I mean? I started putting words together, and it's like, when I would be around people, and it's like, because it came so natural, and I didn't have to put in work to it, I never thought that it was that good, but then it was like, when people would hear it, they were like, yo, how can you do that shit? Like, you feel me? But that was the gift of writing that I had. You know, when I was in the 9th grade, I had a project where the teacher was like, look, I need you to rewrite a scene out of Romeo and Juliet. I got a perfect score on it. Well, I got a 99. She said because she didn't give hundreds because she didn't believe in people being perfect or whatnot. But I got a 99 out the motherfucker, which we knew was 100. So she gave me a 99 out of it. She said, you're a marvelous writer. You feel what I'm saying? She said, how? Like, she said, I was engaged the whole time. And, you know, motherfuckers that follow me on Instagram, they know too. But that's my ability. That's my skill. You feel what I'm saying? That skill was then reaffirmed, you know, senior year. And, you know, it was like we had to do what's called a senior memory book. I didn't take no fucking pictures of my family and shit. So I wrote everything out. My teacher said it's quality over quantity. I said, cool. I don't have not a single picture in my senior memory book. But I got 100 on that too. Because she said, your writing ability is amazing. That was my skill. Putting the pad to the pen, you know, and I perfected that skill more so when I would write rhymes, write poems and things like that. You know what I'm saying? And from there, that's when I realized what my talent was. You know what I mean? And then from the talent, of course, you get poetry. I get, you know, poetry, I get lyricism, I get different things like that. That's the talent from the skill. You feel what I'm saying? But ultimately led me back to communication. You know what I'm saying? My ability to convey a message, to get a message across.